Some lever-action rifles were supposed to be replaced. Governments moved on. Militaries upgraded. The entire firearms industry spent a century engineering something better. And yet, walk into any hunting camp, any ranch, any gun show in America today, and these rifles are still there, still cycling, still accurate, still trusted with lives. Not because people are sentimental, because nothing built since has actually improved on what these rifles figured out generations ago. These are 10 lever-action rifles that refuse to die, no matter how hard the modern world tried to move past them. Number 10. The Savage Model 99. The Savage Model 99 revolutionized lever-action design when it debuted in 1899, and for good reason. While most lever guns were stuck using tubular magazines that limited them to flat-nose bullets, the Savage 99 featured a rotary magazine that could safely handle pointed Spitzer bullets. This meant significantly better ballistics and longer effective range than any competitor. The brass counter on the side of the receiver showed how many cartridges remained in the magazine, a feature so practical that hunters today still miss it on modern rifles. The hammerless design eliminated the external hammer that could snag on brush, making it ideal for thick woods hunting. Arthur Savage's engineering brilliance created a rifle that could chamber high-velocity cartridges like the .253 Savage, the first commercial cartridge to exceed 3,000 feet per second. The 99 handled cartridges from the mild .300 Savage all the way up to the powerful .358 Winchester, making it incredibly versatile for North American game. Production ran from 1899 to 1998, nearly a full century of continuous manufacturing. The early models featured gorgeous case-hardened receivers and fancy wood that made them as beautiful as they were functional. Later models simplified the design but maintained the core reliability that made the 99 famous. In the dense forests of the Pacific Northwest, guides still prefer pre-war Model 99s in .300 Savage for their quick handling and devastating effectiveness on black bear. The rifle's unique lever mechanism allows for incredibly fast follow-up shots, crucial when dealing with dangerous game at close range. Number 9. The Winchester Model 88. Winchester's Model 88, introduced in 1955, was their answer to the growing popularity of bolt-action rifles. Instead of the traditional lever-action mechanism, the 88 used a short-stroke lever that operated more like a bolt-action rifle, allowing it to chamber modern bottleneck cartridges with ease. The hammerless design featured a 3-lug rotating bolt that locked up tight enough to handle high-pressure cartridges like the .308 Winchester and .243 Winchester. This made the Model 88 one of the first lever guns capable of matching bolt-action accuracy and ballistics. The detachable box magazine held 4 rounds and could be quickly swapped in the field. The receiver was drilled and tapped for scope mounts, acknowledging that modern hunters wanted optical sights for precision shooting. The barrel was free-floated, another feature borrowed from precision bolt guns. Winchester marketed the 88 as the rifle for the space age, and its sleek, modern lines certainly looked futuristic compared to traditional lever guns. The checkered walnut stock and aluminum trigger guard gave it an upscale appearance that appealed to serious hunters. Despite its advanced features, the Model 88 never achieved the popularity Winchester hoped for. Production ended in 1973, after only about 284,000 rifles were made. However, those rifles that made it into hunters' hands proved incredibly effective. The .308 Winchester chambering turned the Model 88 into a legitimate long-range hunting rifle, capable of taking elk and moose at distances where traditional lever guns would struggle. The fast lock time and crisp trigger made precision shots possible in ways that older lever actions couldn't match. Today, Winchester Model 88 rifles command premium prices on the used market. Collectors recognize them as ahead of their time, while hunters appreciate their unique combination of lever-action speed and bolt-action precision. Number 8. The Browning BLR. When Browning introduced the BLR in 1969, they took everything Winchester had learned with the Model 88 and improved upon it. The BLR featured the same short-stroke lever action and rotating bolt design, but with modern manufacturing techniques and better materials. The aluminum receiver kept weight down while providing strength equal to steel. The rack and pinion lever mechanism was smoother and more reliable than Winchester's system. Multiple locking lugs distributed stress evenly, allowing the BLR to handle Magnum cartridges safely. Browning offered the BLR in an incredible range of chamberings, from the .243 Winchester up to the .450 Marlin. The ability to chamber powerful cartridges like the 7mm Remington Magnum and .300 Winchester Short Magnum made the BLR competitive with any bolt-action rifle for big game hunting. The detachable magazine system evolved over the years, with later models featuring improved magazine release systems and better feeding reliability. The rifle could be quickly loaded with either single cartridges or by swapping magazines. Modern BLR rifles feature adjustable triggers, synthetic stocks, and stainless steel barrels for harsh hunting conditions. The takedown feature on some models allows the rifle to be broken down into two pieces for compact transport, perfect for backcountry hunting. Professional hunting guides in Alaska choose the BLR in .450 Marlin for backing up clients on brown bear hunts. The combination of fast follow-up shots and tremendous stopping power makes it ideal for dangerous game situations where reliability matters more than anything else. The BLR bridges the gap between traditional lever guns and modern hunting rifles, offering the best features of both designs in a package that appeals to contemporary hunters who demand performance. Number 7. The Henry Repeating Rifle. The Henry rifle earned its immortality during the American Civil War, where it gave Union soldiers a devastating advantage over Confederate troops armed with single-shot muskets. The ability to fire 16 rounds as fast as a soldier could work the lever revolutionized infantry combat. Benjamin Tyler Henry perfected the design based on earlier work by Walter Hunt and Lewis Jennings. The Henry used a unique toggle action lever that was both strong and smooth, allowing rapid fire without jamming even under the stress of combat conditions. The brass-framed receiver gave the Henry its distinctive golden appearance, leading Confederate soldiers to call it "that damned Yankee rifle you load on Sunday and shoot all week." The brass was chosen for its corrosion resistance and ease of manufacturing, though it wasn't as strong as steel. The Henry fired the .44 Henry rimfire cartridge, which generated about 570 foot-pounds of energy at the muzzle. While not particularly powerful by modern standards, it was devastating compared to the single-shot weapons most soldiers carried. Loading the Henry required rotating the follower at the front of the magazine tube and inserting cartridges one at a time. This process was slower than later rifles with loading gates, but the Henry's rapid-fire capability more than made up for the reloading time. Famous figures like Buffalo Bill Cody used Henry rifles during their frontier adventures. The rifle's reputation for reliability and firepower made it a favorite among scouts, cavalry officers, and anyone else who might face multiple opponents. Original Henry rifles in good condition now sell for tens of thousands of dollars at auction. The rifle's impact on American history, combined with relatively low production numbers, makes authentic examples extremely valuable to collectors. Modern reproductions by companies like Henry Repeating Arms allow today's shooters to experience the rifle that helped win the Civil War and opened the American frontier. Number 6. The Marlin Model 1895. The Marlin Model 1895 was designed for one purpose: stopping the biggest, most dangerous game on the North American continent. When it debuted in 1895, it was chambered for cartridges like the .40-65 Winchester and .40-70 Sharps, rounds powerful enough to drop a buffalo with a single well-placed shot. The side ejection system kept spent cases from interfering with scope mounting, a feature that would become increasingly important as optical sights gained popularity. The solid-top receiver provided a rigid platform for mounting scopes while protecting the action from debris and moisture. Marlin's lever mechanism featured twin-action bars that distributed stress evenly, making it stronger than single-bar designs. The rifle could handle the powerful cartridges needed for big game hunting without the mechanical stress that could cause failures in other lever guns. Though production paused in the early 20th century, the rifle gained legendary status when it was reintroduced in the 1970s. Chambered in .40-70 Government, it became the ultimate big-bore brush gun, proving devastatingly effective on everything from deer to moose. earning it a reputation as essential wilderness medicine among professional hunters. Through the late 1900s and beyond, the 1895 served as a dedicated guide gun across North America, proving its durability and reliability under extreme wilderness conditions. Alaskan outfitters embraced the modern Model 1895 rifles, relying on their immense power to stop charging predators. Modern versions of the Model 1895 chamber, powerful cartridges like the 450 Marlin and 4070 Government. These rifles have found new life among guides and hunters who need stopping power for dangerous game situations, particularly in Alaska where brown bear encounters require immediate stopping power. The straight grip stock and steel butt plate of the classic Model 1895 help manage the recoil of powerful cartridges, while the relatively short barrel makes the rifle handy in thick brush where most dangerous encounters occur. Number 5. The Winchester Model 1892. The Winchester Model 1892 perfected John Moses Browning's lever-action design, creating what many consider the smoothest and strongest lever gun ever manufactured. The 1892 was built around pistol cartridges like the 44, 40, 38, 40, and 25-20, making it an ideal companion to a revolver in the same caliber. Browning's genius lay in the simplicity of the 1892's mechanism. The vertical locking block provided incredible strength while keeping the action smooth and reliable. The rifle could be fired as fast as the shooter could work the lever, with minimal effort required to cycle the action. The Model 1892 became the quintessential cowboy rifle, appearing in countless Western movies and television shows. Its perfect proportions and classic lines made it instantly recognizable as the archetypal lever gun. Hollywood armorers preferred the 1892 because of its reliability and authentic appearance. Winchester produced the Model 1892 in multiple configurations, from short-barreled carbines to long-barreled rifles. The carbine version, with its 20-inch barrel, became especially popular among ranch hands and lawmen who needed a compact, fast-handling rifle for mounted use. The rifle's accuracy surprised many shooters who expected lever guns to be rough and ready tools. The 1892's tight lockup and quality barrel allowed for precision shooting that rivaled contemporary bolt-action rifles when using appropriate cartridges. Famous lawmen like Texas Ranger Frank Hamer carried Model 1892 rifles, trusting their lives to the rifle's reliability and stopping power. The combination of rapid-fire capability and proven cartridges made the 1892 ideal for law enforcement use. Original Winchester Model 1892 rifles in good condition command premium prices today, while modern reproductions by companies like Rossi and Taylor's allow contemporary shooters to experience Browning's masterpiece. Number 4. The Winchester Model 1886. The Winchester Model 1886 was John Moses Browning's first lever-action design for Winchester, and it immediately established him as a mechanical genius. The 1886 was built to handle the most powerful black powder cartridges of its era, including the 4070 Government, 4090, and 5110 Express. Browning's vertical locking block system provided incredible strength while maintaining smooth operation. The rifle could safely fire cartridges that would destroy earlier lever guns, opening up new possibilities for big game hunting and long-range shooting. The Model 1886 featured a steel crescent butt plate and straight grip stock that helped manage the recoil of powerful cartridges. The rifle's weight, typically around 8 pounds, helped absorb recoil while providing stability for accurate shooting at extended ranges. Buffalo hunters adopted the Model 1886 for finishing the work started by heavy single-shot rifles like the Sharps. The 1886's rapid-fire capability allowed hunters to drop multiple animals quickly, maximizing their efficiency during the brief buffalo hunting era. The rifle saw military service with several countries, proving its reliability under combat conditions. The strength of Browning's action allowed it to handle full-power military cartridges without the mechanical stress that plagued weaker designs. Express versions of the Model 1886 featured premium wood, case-hardened receivers, and deluxe finishes that made them as beautiful as they were functional. These rifles were marketed to wealthy sportsmen who demanded the finest equipment for their hunting expeditions. Today, original model 1886 rifles are highly sought after by collectors and hunters alike. The combination of Browning's brilliant engineering and Winchester's quality manufacturing created a rifle that remains competitive with modern designs more than a century after its introduction. Number 3. The Marlin Model 336. The Marlin Model 336 represents the evolution of the American lever gun into the modern era. Introduced in 1948, the 336 took Marlin's proven design and updated it with modern manufacturing techniques, improved metallurgy, and features that contemporary hunters demanded. The side ejection system became the 336's signature feature, allowing for easy scope mounting while keeping spent cases from interfering with the shooter's sight picture. This practical advantage made the 336 popular with hunters who wanted the speed of a lever gun combined with the precision of optical sights. Introduced in the 1950s, the micro-groove rifling system featured 16 shallow grooves instead of the traditional 4 or 6 deeper grooves. This 1953 update reduced bullet deformation and improved accuracy, particularly with the jacketed bullets that were becoming standard. Chambered primarily in .30-30 Winchester and .35 Remington, the Model 336 hit the sweet spot for deer hunting cartridges. These rounds provided adequate power for white-tailed deer while generating manageable recoil in a relatively lightweight rifle that could be carried all day in the woods. The crossbolt safety, added to later models, addressed modern safety concerns while maintaining the rifle's traditional appearance. The safety could be quickly disengaged when needed, while providing an extra measure of protection during transport and storage. Millions of Model 336 rifles have been produced since 1948, making it one of the most successful hunting rifles in American history. The combination of reliability, accuracy, and reasonable price made it accessible to hunters of all economic backgrounds. Professional hunting guides throughout the eastern United States rely on Model 336 rifles for their durability and effectiveness on whitetail deer. The rifle's reputation for functioning reliably in all weather conditions makes it ideal for guides who depend on their equipment for their livelihood. Number 2. The Winchester Model 1873. The Winchester Model 1873 earned its place in history as the gun that won the West. This rifle, based on the earlier Henry and Model 1866 designs, featured crucial improvements that made it the most successful lever gun of the frontier era. The iron-framed receiver replaced the brass frame of the Model 1866, providing much greater strength and durability. This improvement allowed the 1873 to handle more powerful cartridges and withstand the rough treatment of frontier life. Utilizing the side-loading gate from the earlier 1866, it revolutionized the reloading process, allowing shooters to top off the magazine tube without removing cartridges or disassembling the rifle. This feature made the 1873 much more practical for extended shooting sessions or dangerous situations requiring quick reloads. The .44-40 Winchester cartridge, introduced with the Model 1873, became the most popular Western cartridge of its era. The ability to use the same ammunition in both rifle and revolver simplified logistics for travelers, lawmen, and military units operating in remote areas. Winchester produced the Model 1873 in multiple configurations, including rifles, carbines, and muskets. The carbine version, with its 20-inch barrel and saddle ring, became the preferred choice for mounted use by cavalry units and civilian horsemen. Famous figures like Wild Bill Hickok, Buffalo Bill Cody, and the Texas Rangers carried Model 1873 rifles. The rifle's rapid-fire capability and proven reliability made it the weapon of choice for anyone who might face multiple opponents or dangerous game. The Model 1873's impact extended beyond practical use into American mythology. The rifle appeared in countless dime novels, Wild West shows, and eventually Hollywood westerns, cementing its status as the archetypal frontier rifle. Original Winchester Model 1873 rifles in good condition are extremely valuable today, with rare configurations bringing six-figure prices at auction. Number 1. The Winchester Model 1894. The Winchester Model 1894 stands alone as the most successful lever-action rifle ever created. With over 7 million produced since 1894, no other lever gun comes close to matching its impact on American hunting. John Moses Browning designed the Model 94 specifically for the smokeless powder revolution. Paired with the iconic .30-30 Winchester, the first American sporting cartridge designed for smokeless powder, its vertical locking system provided incredible strength and smooth operation. It safely handled high pressures that would destroy older black powder designs. Though originally top eject, the 1982 angle eject system allowed modern hunters to easily mount optical sights, making the historic rifle adaptable to changing preferences. The .30-30 proved perfectly suited for white-tailed deer. The Model 94 became deeply embedded in American culture. Fathers passed them to sons, making it as much a part of the hunting tradition as early morning coffee. From Buffalo Bill's Wild West shows to serving as military carbines in both World Wars, the 94's reliability is legendary. It democratized the outdoors, providing an affordable, reliable tool that introduced millions to hunting. Today, more than a century later, the Model 94 continues in production. These 10 rifles represent more than just firearms. They are pieces of American history that refuse to fade into obsolescence. From the Henry that changed warfare to the Model 94 that defined hunting, their continued popularity proves that in an age of synthetic stocks and electronic optics, true quality never goes out of style.